Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Randy's Rants here. I just freaking got back yesterday from Tijuana. Went there for I think it was only there for even for a day. Want to go pick up. I want to go pick up my pops, but let's just say flight got canceled. Yep, flight got canceled early in the fucking morning. So that kind of fucking sucked. But it's all this coronavirus, and I guess they're gonna be locking down the airport, I believe, soon. I don't know. There's supposed to be. I don't think any flights left or even arrived to Tijuana at all yesterday. On the way back, I'm not gonna lie. Even on the way there, the roads were empty. I think from LA all the way to about to San Diego. No, to San Isidro for almost about an hour. For about an hour, there was no cars. I did not see no cars on my side of the lane. On the other side, I did. But on my side of the lane, I did not see one car. I was loneliest. I was the lone survivor on that one. And it was even the next day when we left, when we went back when I came back home, traffic was not bad at all. I think because usually in LA, no matter what times it is, there's always some sort of traffic. You have to stop for about 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Sometimes it's not even stopping. You're going only 10, 15 miles an hour because of traffic. Yeah, the traffic wasn't bad at all. Let's just say the lowest I was going on the highway was maybe like what 55, literally 55. But the majority of the time I was taking it 70, 75. So traffic was really, really light, and this whole coronavirus is freaking how an effect it has, especially on the city and all that. Because man, with no traffic, I wish it was like that every day. I'd love LA even more because I already love LA right now. Even with the traffic, it sucks, but I fucking love LA. Just like Frank Sinatra says, LA is my lady. In that for me, LA is my lady. Hopefully, be going to school there soon, be transferring, but we'll see how that goes. See where I get accepted to and shit like that. But yeah, it's been pretty crazy few days. Finally got my fucking day off. I feel fucking energized. I feel fucking almost myself again. Finally, shit. Not working like a fucking slave. Hey, but sometimes you gotta work like a slave to get that money, man. I like money too much. I waste too much. I'm a big spender sometimes, which is my fucking what is a drawback. And the thing is, it's not that I spend money on like a whole bunch of stupid shit. Usually where I do spend money on, it's supplements, CBD, shoes. I'm a big shoe person. I love shoes. I think right now I got about like maybe like 30 pairs of shoes right now in my room. Tennis shoes, dress up shoes, boots, you name it. But yeah, so that was it for yesterday. It looked good, but with not so much traffic and all that smog, I'm not gonna lie, the sky over LA looked much cleaner. It did not look all muggy and smoggy and fucking nasty and shit. It actually looked really nice. Maybe this is something they should definitely be thinking of doing at least once a year to like help with that whole global warming, smog, and all that stuff. Because global warming's real, guys. If you guys think it's not real, man, I don't know what else to tell you. How to even make you see that global warming is real as hell. And that definitely has a lot of consequences on the Earth, with especially that. But I was seeing another report that showed a significant amount of the ozone being repaired. So everybody knows, like I think it's like hairspray, Aquanet, and like a whole bunch of other stuff that we were using back in like the 90s, 80s, and up to the 2000s was showing to damage the ozone. And by damaging it, it was almost kind of like making it disappear. So they outlawed a lot of stuff. And from the report I saw, I forgot where I fucking saw it at. I should have fucking kept it up on my computer. But from where I saw it, it showed through this. I think they had they had a picture of the Earth, but they had it in like it had a thermal. It was thermal imaging, and it showed how the ozone layer was healing properly. So hopefully that will help with the whole global warming issue. But definitely, guys, global warming's real. There's a lot of things we can do to help stop global warming. Don't be buying all this fucking well, well, also to everybody's liking, but for me, like, everybody always wants a truck. Everybody wants a type of big old lifted truck, big old this, big old that. I'm gonna be honest, man. If you ain't using it for work and you're not using it to freaking move things, haul stuff and stuff like that, man, don't get it. Just get a good gas car. Get a gas efficient car that does not have that doesn't pollute the earth. You know, me. Hopefully this year, my goal this year is I'm getting myself a Tesla. I want a fucking Tesla this year. That's gonna make it, especially with gas, make it easier. But not only that, but people don't know that you can actually buy your own charging station for your Tesla. I think it's like $700-800, and I think they even send somebody to install it for you or something like that. I may be wrong on that part. I may be wrong, so don't quote me for that one. But yeah, that's what I was. That is what. How can I say? That's one thing that one of my goals for this year is I want to get a damn Tesla. Especially for these damn gas prices. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, with Tesla, they're a little bit they're easier. I believe from a few reports, not only reports, but a few things I was researching, that they're a little bit easier to maintain, because with Tesla, since a lot of the car is electric, and I believe the engine is on the wheels. It's not like a regular car. The engines are all really on the wheels, so you don't have a lot of pumps, a lot of things that can go wrong with it since it's electric. Whereas cars, you can look at the engine, you can see it has a whole bunch of pumps, a whole bunch of other stuff, oil, water, you got transmission oil, you got other things that attach to it. So definitely, that's one reason I also want a Tesla, and also they look fucking badass. Especially how they have that glass roof where you can look up. That's actually pretty dope. I want that. That shit was gonna be bad. But through hard work and will and God willing, hopefully I'm gonna get that shit this year. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I was planning to go to fucking Disneyland this April, but guess what, guys? They sent an email and it's canceled. They say we'll probably be able to go, especially for the tickets. We'll probably be able to get tickets for September or August or something. So it looks like quite a bit of wait. But let's just hope that this whole coronavirus just starts to die down. Hopefully, people start to listen to, because there's a lot of people out there who really do not know how to listen. I was watching this one thing on Instagram where I guess Oakland went into quarantine, but you have a whole bunch of people having a block party, like a bunch of idiots. Like, seriously, that's not how you can spread the coronavirus. Even if because a lot of people don't understand that you cannot show symptoms and have it. You can be a carrier and have it. So it's just really irresponsible and stupid on anybody's part to not want to take this serious. Everybody doesn't want to take it serious, but once it starts to affect them or their loved ones, that's when they start to cry. That's when they start to plead for another chance, plead for this. I'm like, you're not doing your part. They clearly just said quarantine, nobody, no gatherings more than 20 people, no gatherings more than this. So I believe, or at least in my mind, that says, hey, if they say no gathering, let's fucking not even take a chance, because you don't know. You're talking about something you can't see. You don't know what has what nah, I don't want to say like what has the virus, but you don't know where certain surfaces are contaminated with the virus. You don't know what certain thing, who's contaminated with the virus, whose clothing is contaminated with that. This is something we can't see. If we could see it, okay, it makes it easier. If we had some sort of type of goggles that you can see the virus on, okay, that's easier. But guess what, guys? We don't have that. We don't have that shit. So why are people acting like you can see the virus, you can do this, when in reality you can't? It's better to take precaution than not. Or at least in my eyes, I'd rather take precautions. Fuck that shit. I don't want to get that fucking virus. I don't even want my family to get any one of my family to get that fucking virus. Fuck that shit, dude. That shit fucking does havoc on your fucking lungs. Yeah, because I think it attacks mostly your respiratory, but also imagine all the other complications it comes with there. If somebody in your family already has pre-existing like health condition, or they got diabetes, or they got pneumonia, or they got this, yeah, people can survive it, no doubt. It's also based on your mentality. If you get it, are you gonna be one that's sad, or fuck this shit, I'm not gonna let this shit bring me down? You can even, it's one or the other. But also, you gotta understand though, not everybody's like you. We all have different mentalities, we all have different things, so that's definitely be careful, guys, with this whole coronavirus. If you got it, stay home, quarantine yourself. If you don't got it, still play it safe. If you gotta work, then go do your thing and work, but still fucking take care of yourself. Hand sanitizer, spray yourself with Clorox or Pine Sol. I don't know what people are doing to disinfect themselves. Especially with all these people buying all these supplies too, not leaving anything. Bunch of greedy fucks. I never understood that, especially with I think I said on like 2 episodes ago. I never understood that, man. It's like, why in times like this, I feel like it shows how we as humans are like flawed, and like really we're just selfish. Rather than being caring, we're selfish. We want everything for us. We want supplies for 3 months. Anybody else, they can go fuck themselves. That's kind of fucked up, guys. And in my eyes, I feel like, so there's a lot of religious people who probably listening to this or something like that, or know people like that. It doesn't make no sense. If you're religious but you're getting supplies for yourself for 3 months, that's kind of fucked up. You should be making sure that everyone around you has enough supplies. The elderly, children, don't be greedy, especially like this. I feel like this virus has shown how greedy we humans can be, how greedy we are, how selfish we are, how we really don't give a damn. That's just my take on it. But yeah, hopefully hopefully the thing dies down. Hopefully they're able to prepare, because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like what this corona really also did is showed the lack of preparation from our government, at least in my eyes. Let's be honest, I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast. I forgot what was he, but I think he was a doctor, and he was talking a lot about viruses, and he was talking about how how much the U.S. spending on military and weapons is compared to research and development into CDC, to health. They don't even spend not even a percentage or 5% compared to the military spending. That's fucking crazy, guys. How are we going to spend more money in the military like that, but not spend money on something that literally can kill everybody? Because they knew what the coronavirus was a long time. They already knew it existed. But because failed to prepare, they want to wait till something happens to create a vaccine, to create some sort of medicine for it. Then that for me is lack of preparation. All this could have been averted. All this could have been diverted had the government planned in advance for anything. I mean, that's why we got the CDC, but let's put money into making sure every single virus, every single bacteria that is out there, let's make sure we have a vaccine for it. Let's not wait for something to happen to have it. And also for you anti-vaxxers, bro, don't be anti-vaxxers, dude, all right? Because that's fucking ridiculous. If you have those, I've seen some of those theories on vaccines, what they do, and people are like, oh, don't get your children vaccinated. Yeah, don't get your children vaccinated, right? Let's make sure smallpox makes a comeback. Let's make sure measles makes a comeback, right? Get the fuck out of here with that fucking shit, dude. Like, seriously, don't put my fucking life in danger because you don't want to get the fucking vaccine, because it actually shows and it's been proven to help. All right? If you don't believe me, go. I believe it was in, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last smallpox outbreak, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was in South America. Let me see. Yeah, because I think it was either South America or in Africa. It was in one of those. Let me see. I'm checking on the CDC website. I'm trying to look for this shit because I remember reading it when I was in fucking school about smallpox, and that shit looked fucking horrendous. All right, and good thing we have vaccine for it, so that was able to really I don't think anybody nowadays has gotten smallpox. But anti-vaxxers, man, don't say these vaccines are bullshit, because you know what? Why don't you tell the people who actually died from a lot of these diseases that the vaccines have been able to eradicate because of. All right, don't be an anti-vaxxer. I'm just saying, yeah, there is sometimes consequences to vaccines because everybody's body's different. But I'm gonna tell you this: it's done more more good than bad, at least in my eyes. A lot of these vaccines, because at the same time, I'm gonna be honest, I don't want none of these vaccines to make it back. I don't want measles making a comeback or smallpox, dude. Dude, smallpox, if I'm not mistaken, that shit looks fucking painful because there's like little small, there's blisters the size of a bean filled with liquid. I hear, and from what I remember when I was reading about them back in, I think it was middle school, like they're very painful. They're not. It's not a painless disease. It's painful as hell. So this is just one of the many diseases that vaccines have helped eradicate or get rid of. Not to say that it can't not make a comeback, but for now, with with the help of the vaccines, it most likely not going to make a comeback unless it evolves. And that's where people also forget. People want to think, they think they know everything. They think that every disease is man-made. Yeah, it can be man-made, but people are also, they're mistaken. They don't know science. I mean, I'm not a scientist. I'm not fucking smart at all either. But if there's one thing I know, I got common sense. Common sense tells me bacteria, viruses, anything microscopic, its evolution rate is millions and millions of years faster than ours. For us humans, I believe our evolution rate is 100 million years or a million years or something like that. For us to evolve, it takes that much time. So imagine how many generations doesn't have to go to before we start evolving to getting used to a certain way of life. If something's happening to this earth that our body no longer can live on this, it'll take millions of years for humans to evolve, while microscopic organisms can evolve within a month. Their evolution rate is millions and millions of years ahead of us. So for all those who have some sort of theory on it, man, learn the basics first before you open your mouth, man. You got to think about what you say sometimes, because everybody wants to say some shit, but one thing they don't know: evolution rate. Evolution rate can tell you everything you need to know. Last I think it was like 3 years ago, I saw a report how in Europe, gonorrhea was getting harder to treat. The medication that they were using was not killing that disease efficient enough as it was compared to maybe 15-20 years ago, or even I think 7 years ago. It was getting more difficult to treat. Why? Because the evolution rate. You have to understand now that disease is building up some sort of tolerance to our medicine against it. So it's going to take more research to figure out a new medicine that can kill it almost instantly or more rapidly. If you don't believe me, Google that shit. And you'll see how hard in Europe gonorrhea was getting harder to treat. But again, it's normal. That shit's gonna happen. With anything, it's gonna happen. And especially me, like, I get all these theories. I like diving into conspiracy theories, but I'm not gonna waste my time on it because a lot of them don't know science, don't know the basics of certain things, don't even know the basics of maybe whatever they're trying to argue. They try to make it seem that whatever they say, it's 100% factual, when you start learning something into that field, like science or some sort of biology. You start to realize that in their conspiracy theory, there's a few holes that don't make sense, or at least that is in my fucking view. But everybody has an opinion, so you can't shut everybody's opinion because it's like an asshole. We all got one, but it is what it is. So, I can't shut them up, because I'm gonna be honest, it's not my job to shut them up, because we all have an opinion. But let's make sure we're all educated on certain facts, or certain, how can I say, on certain things that, at least you don't sound like a dumbass when you start speaking. At least you know something, because especially with a lot of the anti-vaxxers, it's like they say something, especially talk about all this, but they forget, like, we're talking about bacteria and virus, man. Their evolution rate's so much higher that they can evolve, and next thing you know, boom, another outbreak comes out. But I feel with the corona, as I was saying, it just shows a lack of preparation from our government. Our government, after this, they should really think of making sure we have a lot of supplies for any type of pandemic like this, especially health pandemic. We don't want another outbreak of some other virus or some other sickness. So it just shows that we should be stockpiling a lot of health supplies, and start putting more money into researching type of vaccines, for not only vaccines but maybe cures or anything towards any of these diseases that we know of but we don't have anything for. you know but it is what it is. So let's just keep going forward. Let's hope let's pray that this dies down soon and doesn't get as worse than it can be as it is now. Because from what I was hearing, like, it's only going to get worse. I think they say that the apex, or the highest point, it's going to be within like 2 weeks. So I don't even want to know what's going to happen in 2 weeks. But we'll cross the bridge when we get there, But till then, I'm going to be like fucking Sasquatch. I'm just going to fucking stay in my house, or fucking, just stay in my house or go to work, and that's it. Maybe go on a few runs, because with me being back on my fucking normal schedule, I'll be able to get my runs in again. Because I feel like, I don't feel fat. I've lost some weight. I'm not gonna lie. I went from like 227 to 210. So I feel good. But now, if I'm able to run, I should hit fucking 190 in at least a month. But we'll cross the bridge when we get there. But till then, it's gonna be like Sasquatch, And I hear there's a Sasquatch sighting up in the sequoias. Yeah, I hear 2 guys were hiking, and he saw some sort of big hair-like creature. I'm just joking, guys. Yeah, I made that one up. But yes, I do believe in Sasquatch. I believe, like, our forest and shit's so dense that anybody can really live in there. I think they said there's parts of the forest we haven't even explored into. That says a lot. Personally, me, I think Sasquatch is out there, man. He probably has his own little village or some shit. Maybe, unless he's like a solo, unless he lives alone. That's definitely a possibility. But imagine that. Imagine if you were like Sasquatch, you're the only one of your kind living in a world full of fucking animals. And yes, by animals I mean us, because we're fucking animals. Because we eat ass, we do all this other shit, and continue to eat more ass. To him, we're probably fucking weirdos. I don't know. I'm just talking shit on that one. But yeah, guys. So make sure y'all stay safe. Don't go out. Don't hang around too much. At least don't hang around in big fucking groups. There are more groups of 20. Let's make sure that we can do our part to fucking make sure this virus doesn't spread worse than it can now. Because yesterday when I was in LA, there was a few gas stations we stopped into. One only allowed one person per gasoline station inside, so you had to wait outside till the other person came out, then you got in. There's a few gasoline stations like that, so you can see a lot of people are taking precautions everywhere. And just make sure we do our part too, and let's not be assholes about it or dicks to other people, or let's just make sure we're kind and stuff like that. But also, let's take care of our elderly. They're the ones who can really suffer more with this. Especially now, because I think that's why Italy got hit so bad with it. They had the oldest population, where they had a lot of elderly, and it kind of really hit them hard. So let's make sure we take care of our elderly, guys. Make sure everyone's taken care of. Don't be afraid to text people, making sure they're all right. Don't be afraid to tell them that you love them. A lot of that's not showing weakness. That's showing kindness. That's showing how strong you are. So let's keep doing that, guys. But if there's one thing that this whole corona has got me kind of mad over, it's the movie theaters, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was barely about to go watch a movie till I figured out then that it was closed. I'm the type of person, I'm gonna be honest, I can go see a movie by myself. It's kind of fun. I call it sometimes you gotta have your own me time when you're alone, when you do shit, kind of gets you back into sanity where it's kind of, you don't have to worry about anything. You're just watching the movie. Maybe after you fucking, I don't know, go buy a pizza or some shit, go shopping. But that's one of my things. I love watching a movie, especially kind of by myself. Sometimes I go in with people, but to be honest, sometimes I like going on my own. It's kind of like the time that's like me time that I need, where it's like it's just silence and just only watching the movie. But yeah, guys, and also this whole thing with my, as I said, I think I said about a few episodes ago, I was talking about I was going on a vegetarian diet. I'm still doing that. I love going vegetarian at times because that's when I feel like I lose the most fucking weight, because I also watch what I eat. I don't eat as much, you know. And I think over the past 3 weeks, I went from 227 to 210, which is not bad, it's not bad, but I want to keep going down lower. I think my goal, to be honest, I want to be back to 180s. I used to be at 180. I like that size. I feel like I feel good. I feel good. I look good. So definitely, I'm definitely going to keep pushing for that. I'm going to start running too. So be prepared to see those running videos on Instagram or Snapchat. If you guys don't have me already, my Instagram, Randy 2020, and my Instagram, well, my Snapchat, I got two. I got Randy's Rants, and then I got Randy 223. Definitely go add me. I love doing those runs, especially right now since it's not too hot nor too cold. It's a perfect time to do at least 4 or 5 miles. But yeah, guys, so I think that's it for right now. Gotta get ready, gotta go do some shit. So love you guys. Thank y'all for listening. Keep grinding. Greatness is one day at a time. Always remember that. And always remember, I fucking love you guys. Stay safe. Don't do anything crazy.